Why are investors buying into the Salon Suite? CRE Breakdown. If you're an investor or a landlord staring at empty commercial space, I want to challenge you on how to think about it. You're probably running the numbers on retail, office, maybe medical, but there's an asset class sitting right under your nose that most investors have never seriously modeled, and that's the Salon Suites. Here's the shift in thinking I want you to make. Stop picturing a big salon, start picturing multi-tenant office with sinks. You've got 10, 20, 30 individual tenants, each running their own business, each paying you rent, and each responsible for their own client base. That's a level of a diversification most single tenant retailers can't touch. If one tenant leaves, you haven't lost your anchor tenant, you've just lost one. And a well-run facility can usually release that suite fairly quickly. Let's talk lease structure, because this is where a lot of landlords get it wrong. Many Salon Suite operators use license agreements rather than a traditional commercial lease. And the reason why is a license agreement gives you permission to use the space, a lease gives you ownership. This distinction matters. It gives the landlord and the operator more control over the standards, the conducts, and the consistency across the facility than a standard lease would. If you don't structure this properly from day one, you lose leverage that you can never fully get back. Now the question every investor asks me, what happens when a tenant leaves? If a professional runs the facility, turnover isn't a crisis, it's routine. The real variable isn't whether a tenant leaves, it's how quickly and consistently a facility can refill that vacant suite. That comes down entirely to who's running the tenant acquisitions and the retention. This is the single biggest differentiator between a Salon Suite investment that performs and one that quietly bleeds money for years. Let's talk numbers. Investors think in numbers. Rent per square foot on a well-run Salon Suite facility can outperform a traditional single-tenant retail, precisely because you're aggregating many small, high-managed, and high-margin tenants into one footprint instead of relying on one large tenant's success or failure. And exit optionality matters too. A well-run facility isn't just a cash flowing asset while you're holding it. It's also sellable to another operator, convertible to a franchise model, or simply held long-term for a stable, diverse income. Here's my honest take from someone who has actually operated these, not just from analyzing them from spreadsheets. The real estate is the easy part. The operations, tenant screening, retention, day-to-day management, that's where the deal succeeds or fails. Anyone evaluating this asset class needs to underwrite the operator as carefully as they underwrite the real estate deal. If you're an investor or a landlord evaluating a space for this use, Allure Salon Suite Consulting can help you with the entire framework and process. Contact us at alluresalonsuiteconsulting.com. The link is below.